Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the Operation A.D.A.M map. We're playing as a green player out of the second position. We have a very, very good play for the middle of the board here. I've got a couple options that I can choose. Got the 3 right here. Makes this a 3-point hold up top right. I could go on the 3 in the middle. I'm trying to see how many path lines there are. There are 2 lines into the bottom here. 2 lines into the top. So the blizzards are not cutting off any of these major pathing lines. So I could play for this +2 here. I could play for the greater +4 there, but I don't know that that benefits me much. I'm trying to think about what's more card blockable, but honestly, I think that this map is going to be generally card blockable all around, and I'd rather cap next to yellow here. If yellow caps directly here, then I basically got him completely cut off from the side of the board. And if he chooses not to, then we've got pathing into this area. Great. We've got pathing into the area on the right-hand side. We could potentially take 2 bonuses on turn 1 because this 5 here is super useful. It's a pretty solid cap choice landing on that space as well. As you see, two of these enter in here, but I figured this is a double split, so pathing enters. Anybody who tries to go through the middle pathing line runs into my capital, which I think is valuable. So we'll entertain that. I don't see anybody's cap so far. We do see orange. All right, so orange is picking the top line. However, you can get around orange's cap there. So if nobody's capped on a sitting duck, that's a funny name for a territory. If nobody's on sitting duck up there, then pathing along those lines is still possible, just not off of this 2 here. You'd have to go through this bottom area. So trying to choke up the board a little bit with our capitals. This is our tier list Tuesday series on the channel where we play every single map in Risk on the meta settings. Those settings are auto setup, 60-second turn timer, progressive cards, balance plus dice, no rank restrictions, alliances and portals are off, fog and blizzards are on. We're playing with neutral inactivity behavior in this particular series, and it's capital conquest, obviously, with the choice of our capitals here. So I'll dump a 2 here. We'll dump the rest on cap. We'll see if we can't make a play in Sabea here. If you can't tell, this is kind of a Earth and Moon and spaceships type themed map. However, they're pretending it's not actually Earth with the territory names here. It seems like the pink cap is going to get randomed, and we do see that. That's actually, if pink is botted, which he is, this is a really good cap spot, I think, at least as far as these blizzards are concerned on this side of the board. So that makes this particularly interesting. And I don't know where yellow is going to be. My maneuver here, depending on the dice I get on this, may not make our yellow friend super happy if I go for that material in there. Perfect dice here. We'll definitely roll the 9 off. Yeah, so this 6 comes back to cap. I'm going to roll in here. Ooh. Maybe I leave 6 on here. I'm going to knock blue out of this spot. I want to get... Okay, we got pink there as well. And that doesn't connect across. So this will be... I'm going to leave this here. We're going to pull this 6 in like I was planning on it. I'm putting this here so we can eventually make a play on the pink capital. Seeing nobody on this position here in Nicola Landau is... Nicola? I'm not sure. Not bad. Yellow, okay, that's good info to have as well. Yellow is down on Metallicia. And I'm interested, is my bonus one of the better ones in the middle? It is not. So these bottom 2 are the better 2 of the middle bonuses. Orange gets trounced there on a 4, loses a 4 right off rip. Seems that the blue player is going to play for a split Lithuania bonus. His 5 trickles this way. It's not like we're going to be above 12 territories anyway. So I want to make a play on the pink cap here. I'm interested to see what yellow does to me. Blue gets that kind of Asian area bonus there. This is like Middle East here. He's going to stack against me. I don't love that. Don't love that at all. We'll see what orange does. There's a lot of pink material. The issue with pink is with this player botted, it's going to spread 8 troops out over all of their territories. Now, we do see 7 territories of pink right now. So, theoretically, all of these would get 1. Maybe we get lucky and this 5 doesn't get an extra troop. If it has like 9 territories, but I'm honestly not sure it's going to have 9. It may only have the 7 that we see. No, it's got at least an eighth. So we see placement on all of those. There's at least one unchecked territory that is that player. Now, interestingly, red has a +2. Ooh, roll this. Come on. Not willing to hit it. I will hit this. Blue could come in. I think 11 on 6, I believe, is 100% roll. I'm going to do it like this because I want to fortify that back, ideally. I am going to roll yellow out of here as well. And then we're going to bring this into cap here. So yellow can come break me if he wants to. I'm leaving that option here, and I actually have double bonus up in this region, so we can potentially steal this capital here if red doesn't have the juice to hit it. If we hold double +3s here, I actually think we're going to be in decent shape. And I'm fine with yellow holding this +3 here, because if I get this capital, 3-point hold over these two bonuses with the double cap, I'm fine with that. Blue gets 8, so blue is holding Lithuania +3. He's got both red in this bonus, orange here, kind of bordering him. It looks like he's going to play for the Tungstania +4. No! No, rolls into the Middle East Bismuthia. I'm going to call it Middle East. I'm going to call it North Africa, South Africa, whatever. It's just easier for me to look at it that way. Now, I don't believe red will get enough troops to hit this. I am intrigued to see what orange tries to do. So if orange plays off his cap here, orange isn't super strong. Doesn't look like he's going to play off his cap to hit my 2 up here. So I think he maybe hits blue over here. Or rolls off, yeah, rolls off this 3 here. Oh, he breaks yellow. Breaking yellow is crazy. So I did hit, I only hit 1 of pink, right? How much of pink did I hit? I hit 1 of pink, but I think yellow may have hit a pink as well. So hopefully no. I was going to say hopefully not 2 placed there, but we got 2 placed there. So they're not all winners, unfortunately. Now I will start with, and this is going to scare my opponents, I think. Red's going to hit my 2. Yeah. +6, 10. No, 8, 13. 18 on 8. Is that worth it? I think what I'm going to do, we're going to roll this over here. I'm going to put the rest here. I'm going to gear up to hit that, but I'm not going to hit it yet. We're just going to come back to cap. 12 cap should be fine to outlast blue. Blue wasn't able to take the rest of this bonus, so I'm not super worried. Yellow is going to cream orange's, at least orange's visible material out of here. I assume this 3 is gone too. Yep, well played by yellow. No sense leaving a breaker like that down by you. Blue gets 8. I'm not worried about a 13 on 12. But we got 15 here to take the pink cap. I don't believe... I mean, red has completely closed his cap pathing off to this. I think red is actually capped on Parapelkin here. So we don't really want to open that up. But I do like the prospects of holding this area. I don't get the impression that the blue player is very strong. He's holding a bunch of troops off cap. I think he's probably capped either isotropic region or northern. I think I missed the R there. Northern isotrope. Either of those is to be expected. I didn't hit pink on this last turn, so it should place in a similar fashion, but I think somebody else did. Yeah, blue just hit it, so we just don't want it to put 3 up here. I hope it's still got 4 territories. Oh, you know what? But if it put 2 up here with 5 before, it should do 2, 2, 1, though. It shouldn't put 3 up here. It should do 2, 2, 1. I think these are the remaining 3 territories of pink. Here, here, and here, which means there's a kill guard behind pink here, which can be risky, right? If we see all 5 troops on this placement here, we know. 2, 2, 1, yeah. So there's a potential kill guard here on the left. I'm not going to know who that is anytime soon. We may even want to investigate it sooner rather than later. But I like our prospects of holding. And this 5 here, I mean, for all intents and purposes, this is protecting me. So from breaks from my opponents. So I'm totally okay with that. Red actually almost seems a little bit stuck with where he is. I'm not going to trade. We are going to roll this, hopefully with good dice. Positionally, I want this advantage, and that is 26 on 10 is the 100%. And we do not get particularly good dice on that. We get actually double loss, which is probably better because red won't know how much I was throwing at that, but that is, I mean, that's what the cap roll should be. It really should be double loss. So I'm fine with that. I don't think that yellow plays overly aggressive into me, but I'm not surprised that he's not a fan of orange. Knocks me out of there. Interesting. Taking this whole bonus, I think, is a risk. Not positive our opponents are going to let you do that. This next turn, though, I'm going to play fairly passive. I actually think maybe even knock the blue kill guard out up top here that I accidentally have. And blue goes down this way anyway. So. And hits here. And hits here. Now, the only way to break yellow back here is to go through pink or through the capital. And I have to imagine yellow is holding quite a few troops on cap. This is a weirdly aggressive play by blue that I do anticipate backfiring. So it's a good turn to see blue do this, at least for me, because it's the same turn that I lost a bunch of troops up here taking this capital for the positioning. Now we're going to see 3 troops split between these two territories. Actually, oh, okay, so pink does do a natural flag because they did not play the game with us initially. Now 16 troops off cap for orange here. I don't like that either. I really don't love that. Red's going to knock me out over here, right? No, he... Is that... I wonder if that's blue's cap right there. I wonder if that was blue's capital that red just took. All right, we get 15. We'll do 17 here, 18 there. I'm going to try to slow roll this first. And we win it. Not blue's cap, just a break. Okay. Just a break there. So that limits blue's cap options to isotropic region, Denisha. I think he rolled into this. I think his cap is on isotropic here. And here comes yellow's retaliatory play. I'm trying to see how much of a stack he carries here, but we're not going to be able to. This map, by the way, I haven't run through the bonuses or size. It is 52 territories, 4 blizzards, knocks us down to 48. So 9 larger than the classic map. It's one of those weird ones that, I mean, definitely feels bigger than classic, but certainly offers some of the same choke point opportunities that you might see, especially in a game with stronger players. I'm not sure that anybody in this game, at least yet, is super strong. I think yellow or red is probably our strongest opponent. I would say probably yellow. Orange just has so many troops off capital that I can't really justify assuming it's him. He knocks me out of that bonus up top, which does potentially limit our options. I think I want to take here. I'm trying not to play super overly aggressive after taking the pink capital. There are yellow's cap, you know, on paper maybe seemed like it was okay, but it's actually a super card blockable cap. You can do it from a 1 point in the back here. Let him hold the double +3s. But otherwise 1 point card block from here, and then a 4 point out front here, or 3 point. So 4 total. Letting him get what would be 11 per turn. Keep that in mind for the late game plays. I'm going to hit blue here only because I don't think blue actually has this bonus. We're going to trade our dudes. Try to increase our chances of a dude on the next turn. Let's get 25 here. 25 here. This one's open, so we are going to stack a little bit more there. Going to attack the 4 out. Find blue there. This 3 will come back to my middle capital. So until... I don't have a guaranteed hold over this position up here, but until this 5 gets removed, I mean, I've at least got... You could consider it like protective... a little bit of a protective position there. Does he hit here? He's going to hit me too. I mean, I'm not going to let you hold this. I don't think that makes any sense. I don't think blue's going to let him hold it either. I could start... Because orange and blue and red are all clustered up where they are, it may make sense for me to start working on yellow at the bottom of the board. Oh, this guy's gonna break me? Alright. Never mind then. Yeah, blue is, of my 4 opponents, blue is by far the worst. So many troops off cap, willy-nilly breaking everybody with no real tactic behind the play. I do see this a lot, though, in the games we play, and you guys probably have as well. Bonuses on this map, by the way, I meant to get to those as well. Defense Fleet Resonance, Xylons, Defense Fleet Tweet are the +2s. Lithiopia, Bismuthia, Tungstania, no, not Tungstania, sorry. Mercuropia, Defense Fleet Landfill, Galacticons, Prometheae, Terra, Sabea. Those are the +3s, and then New Rope, Tungstania, and Utopia, Planitia are our +4. So 2 to 4. I mean, the bonuses on this map are super fair, in my opinion. Nothing super overpowered depending on where you are, which makes it, in my opinion, a more balanced map. If there's no bonus that is severely outweighing the other ones, that's also easy to take, because there are some maps where it's like that, where there's a high value bonus that is super easy to hold. Obviously, like Classic has a +7 in Asia, but it's not super easy to hold. This varies a little bit. I was gonna hit yellow, but I guess we'll just let yellow hold. I'm not gonna retaliate on blue yet. I'm gonna see if blue is foolish enough to hit me again. And then we can see what he does with that. Now, I am a little nervous that yellow makes a play here that hits this 5 out of this position. Or he goes up into blue. He may even just roll the 5 into me here. He does hit this 5 over here. Okay, and he doesn't break me. So, I mean, I may as well let him hold for now. And if somebody wants to hit him, he was going to be my target, but I just don't think it's worth it right now to try to fight. If blue is going to keep going into me, to try to fight this player down here. You know, we've got similar generation anyway. I'll be back up to 15 if I hold the +2 here. Although he'll be up to 20 with that taken Gladicons. And blue does not hit me. Now, I theoretically have pathing into both red and orange's caps from up here. So I don't really want to give that away. The more yellow stacks on me here, the riskier it is, though. We do not have a trade on 4. Our trades are at 15 right now, so we don't really want to trade. And orange has been broken. The orange player got broken in their +2. And I think just as a very simple take back, red is going to be getting only 7 as well. So yellow is really our prime contender here. And I'm going to make... Well, red eliminates the, like, presumably 10 to 15 size stack here of pink. We're going to hit blue. I don't really have any issue doing that. He made what I would have deemed a relatively foolish play before, and his cap is super weak. So if he comes and breaks me and doesn't trade, we should just be able to eliminate him and then pick up an additional position on the board. Which I will say, splitting between multiple capitals does generally make you a less effective attacker. My hope here is that yellow goes up into blue. He could go over into me here. That 8 there makes me think he's probably going to hit me with the 15. And he knew my cap was here, so that's an interesting tactical choice. I want to see what blue does. I think yellow's hoping I'll trade there with him. I don't R me. We're not. You've got other options, pal. You have got other options. Blue dumps everything here. If he comes, my hope is that he hits me and breaks. He may not break. And the trades aren't really high enough. No, he doesn't break. I was hoping he would, because he's not... Oh, you know what? No, because orange has got a huge stinking stack here. Sorry, yellow. Yellow's got a huge stack here. I could wrap around and eliminate him. He's only getting 8, which makes me think that red is not letting him hold the backside of Lithiopia here. Although I could just raw trade and try to hit him that way. I don't know what red's going to do here. Red only hits once. 13. Like, it's definitely not enough with the trade-in to go up the gut. I could wrap around. It's 5 cards, 25 value, plus 2 extra troops after. And he leaves the 14 there. Make this a 50. I'm trying to get him to hit blue. I'm not really sure why he's not willing to. He's probably going to hit me down here. Oh, never mind, he's going to hit blue. Okay. Oh, he doesn't eliminate him either. He's sitting in front of him. Oh. Interestingly, though, blue is still getting 3, so blue does have this bonus. I thought blue had this, and red had still broken him up here, but blue has this bonus here. This is actually probably pretty good, because if blue has pathing from Denisha here through Tongue State, which is another kind of a funny name. I like the creativity of the names on this board. Then blue could theoretically bypass that 50 stack or whatever was just sitting there. But sometimes you just gotta manipulate your neighbors into doing your bidding a little bit. Now, interestingly, if blue had cap pathing into orange, there's a world in which he maybe could have eliminated him. Orange and red are just playing fairly passively on this one. Interested to see where blue ends up. He may even be, maybe not off cap, but off whatever he was on there. We do have a trade on 3 for 35. I mean, this is the benefit of orange being in 5th position, right? Is like red traded for the 15. Orange trades for the 20 or the 35. So very impactful play there just by being late in the turn order. It doesn't really matter how much he's getting because he's getting so much more off of these trade-ins than like red, for example. Orange is just naturally bigger than red because of that. Now, I will still be willing to hit blue, especially if he retaliates and then I trade in on 4 and eliminate him for his cards. Red gets 7. Orange did quite a bit of attacking on that turn. Also, if red is capped here, red is super easily card blocked. Is he going to try to slam my cap? This will not win. Oh, he just straight slammed orange. Oh, I didn't even realize he won the roll. He won that roll on orange. It was 48. I saw he had 48 there. He lost 44, so he actually did win the roll. That means orange is capless. Do I trade and go through blue, knowing blue didn't likely get back to capital? I think I do. I think I gotta go up through. Shoot. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize he had 47 troops off cap. I don't think my 40 gets taken. I'm going to sit here. Orange can't get over that effectively. I am. All right, well, so the reason I wasn't super worried about doing that, blue is also so weak. Orange is just going to kill blue unless blue has a trade-in. Oh, no. I didn't realize. I thought he was sitting here, but it makes so much more sense that he was sitting here. Blue sets. Does he kill orange? I think blue's going to kill orange. Wow. I don't know why orange had 47 troops off cap. Oh, hang on. Open me up. Come on. Come on. No, that's not it. No, open me up. Wait a minute. If we see blue back here, did I actually hit enough of yellow where I accidentally helped blue? He's hitting a lot. I want to see him here. He doesn't trade off of yellow either. I have no idea where he even is. But nothing of mine got opened. So now the question becomes, does orange have the positioning to retaliate into red? Red's getting 7. So red either got... I don't know that he would have gotten broken, though. I only saw one attack. And now I don't have a trade-in, and I'm not opened. What did blue hit? Blue's cap is here. What are we doing? I mean, I'll take this. Why not? I'm not going to keep a lot on it. If anything, it's almost a goal to just try to hide where blue is. Because yellow's going to go kill blue here. Presumably. I mean, he can't kill me. Oh, you know, he might kill orange. If he kills blue, it's not worth it. If he kills orange, it's totally worth it. That's kind of funny. He is going to get the kill on orange. That was all that orange had left. I don't know what was going on there, man. This has been a very bizarre game. That 60 that I stole from him by accident is now fully replenished, and he's on these 2 caps here. I think we're going to want to shift some of this middle here. I mean, isn't blue sitting here with like a 50 stack? Yellow's got to be a little bit careful how he plays this. I think he might be going into red. I don't recommend that. That doesn't trade you. If we see him jump to 3 caps, that'll be an interesting tell. Because I probably can eliminate red if that happens. Blue obviously completely capless. Got a 10 here, 50 something there. Not surprising there. I don't know that he can get this back, though, can he? I'm not sure that he has the means of doing that. And now if yellow has enough troops to hit him... This was the one downside of this cap over this one, is the fact that people aren't opening me as much as I thought they would. I also didn't expect to have as good of a position on the right-hand side here. I've intentionally kept this closed off. Now, we will get some info on red. Blue actually willingly opens me, which is interesting. He's on 2 cards. He's not really worth anything to me right now. Red is getting 9, so red has one of the +2s up here. I'm a little bit intrigued. 29 there. Still leave this open into his other spot. Yellow's getting 19 now. And we do have a trade on 3. I think with my 80 cap, I mean, yellow's not really open to this. He's going to sweep through here and hit most of blue, right? So I could try to catch blue for 3 cards, but again, I'm not open on this spot. I would need wherever blue's remaining large stack is to come down. I suppose there's a world I could potentially get red and blue together. Maybe I even want to let red go to 4. I think that might be my best bet. Because the trades are pretty high. If red trades on 3, red trades on 3. Oh, well, no. If he goes to 4, I can't. I would have to let him go to 5. And I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that. I could try to catch him on... What all is blue hitting here? The question is, with the 65, 51, 110, he's got 30 here. You assume he's got a similar amount here. He did get broken somewhere. I mean, maybe he just trades on 3. Then I don't even have to make that decision. No, actually, he opens me up. Hits my 3. All right, I'm going to make a play into red. I think that this is the right choice. Because I can pivot off of this play if I need to. Take the risk. That's the name of the game, right? Take the risk. Found blue. That leaves me on 5. If blue doesn't have a trade, I should be able to eliminate him too. And then we go into the 1v1. He shouldn't have the juice to get this. He may try it too, which is probably better for us. Trade on 3 would be devastating here. If he just takes this, we win. Well, we don't necessarily win, but we get the elim for an extra card too. Like, I'm not worried about a 34 stack here. And especially not worried when he opens it up this way. Because I didn't want to have to use the 14 here. I wanted to be able to complete whatever pathing I need to complete down this way. So let us do our best. Hopefully yellow doesn't have some fancy schmancy kill guard on this guy somewhere. I don't think blue has this cap. No, he does not. Okay. Now, I'm not positive about the correct way to set this block. We have a high likelihood of a trade on the next turn. Let me go like 25 on here. I just want 25 on each of these as a baseline, and then I can fortify back to 1. I am going to hit here as well. 58 is open for movement too. 6 on 3. I'll sit there. He's on 5 cards, so it doesn't matter too much what I do. Really just need to... I figured I'd open him up. You know what? This cap is the open one. Don't think he can cap run, but he could maybe make a pretty big dent here. I don't have a trade on 4. Well, I'm glad I left this cap open then, because that is not great. That guarantees me a card up here. So he's got how much? 56, 120, 180, 13. He's about 200. A little bit over 200. Loses 7 on a 1 though, because he's not slidering. If he hits this territory here, please hit that. Thank you. I'll play off my 54. If he rolls this, I think that's a mistake. That is a big mistake. Doesn't matter how much you leave there. That cap's not... That's probably the worst cap on the board, in my opinion. He's completely off this bottom capital. All right, completely off the bottom capital. We play off the 54 up top. I'm going to hit this stuff down here with this. You know what? I want to leave that open there. That right there is why. Now I do have to open this cap up here. Cool. I don't think you should have rolled that cap up there. If I can win this one, if I can win Blue's cap, all right, he trades early. He trades on 3. I don't think he can cap run with a trade on 3. 85 troops. I guess the 38 is open. Now he puts everything over here. If these 2 stacks are split, I don't think he can cap run. Especially if he splits these stacks too, because you'd have to have enough to come get the 23. This is going to be forced to roll through the 21 over here. No, he's not going to get the 25 then. All right, that's fine. This is why I needed troops on every cap. So I accidentally fed orange elimination to yellow. We took red for ourselves. We got blue for ourselves. 50 down here. I don't... All right. That's fine. I've got my middle. We each got 3 right now. And we know he won't be on a trade anytime soon. So at this point, he's just burning troops off cap. Don't... Okay, he locks that. 18 here. I can clean. This is the bad cap, though, right? I want this one, honestly. But... Well, I know he won't be able to take any of these right now, so we may as well give it a shot. Let me slider. This is way weaker than I thought it was. And we pretty much even roll it. Alright, let's leave like... I'm just going to leave like 25 down here because the other one... Or 20... We'll leave 20 down here because the other one is open. There we go. And he only gets 8 troops, so he can have 11 here that comes down and breaks some of this. And that's about it. And we don't have a trade, but we should reach a trade before he does. He can either choose to hit here, or he can risk hitting through the 3 and having to hit another 3, which he doesn't even know about. He does choose to hit here, and that's all he's going to get. I can hold here and here. 10. Okay. Let's try this to start. I don't think I'm going to win that, am I? I may as well take this then, too. No trade on 4 again, ladies and gents. This is crazy. Got him down to 7. He's going to play off the 6 up here, too, which basically just allows me to block him in all of these other spots. Now, obviously, I want to make sure I don't get cap ran. We will take our card here. 10. 10. 10. 10, just in case. Oh. And 10. Well, we should probably make that like 12. That's the open cap that we have. I don't think this connects to the 3 here. I don't believe that connects there. He can try a 10 on 12. Have the trade in. He may win it. Slow roll. I respect him trying to slow roll. I think I was right, though. I think yellow was the strongest player in our lobby. Obviously, he's the player we're left with here at the end of the game. Solid competitive game. I don't think I'm going to lose this at this point. Even if he gets through this, he still is going to be met with another 3. And I know he doesn't have a lot of troops on these capitals, so got like 30-something here. It doesn't even look like he's going to win it, so I think that that's probably curtains on this one. Yeah, we'll see. Again, this one is bordered by 2 capitals over here, so I do want to prioritize this one on the left first. And with the trade-ins, I know I'll be able to take that. There's a possibility I could take both, but I'm not going to run the risk of it. And he may even bot out in the next turn. We'll see what happens. But I had a feeling if I took out... I just didn't think yellow was going to have the positioning to deal with me. And so I figured if I took out... tried to take out red and then took out blue as well, I would be able to like 20 here and then good game, bro. I'll swing this up to this cap and should be able to finish this one out. We've got an extra card if we need it, but I think I will have enough to get this. I don't think there was much more than like 30 troops on this cap. And we can check it on the backside if we need to. I think he's just going to bot. And unfortunately, that's not a natural flag. And there's also some bug where flagging in neutral settings doesn't actually remove the ability. Like it doesn't straight end the game. It doesn't straight flag the player right away, which is a bit bizarre. I believe that's being looked at for the next update. So we'll see what happens when that comes. In the meantime, what do I think about the map? I'll get into what I think about it now while we're trying to wrap this up. Is at least it placed its troops early. It's got some character. I think I like orbital objectives a little bit better, but this one's pretty unique. The only other one I can think of that plays similarly, I believe, is the A.D.A.M map. I think that's the one. One of the dune maps, kind of with chunks on both sides and then a really kind of snaky small territory middle section. This map plays very similarly to that. Yeah, 45, we'll be able to take that out. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a victory. I do think this one plays out a little bit better than that A.D.A.M map, and we'll view that once we get to the dune maps in this series. But blizzards can be impactful, definitely can choke up the middle of the board especially. We didn't see it a ton here in this game, but that potential is there. I do think it's one of the easier to card block maps, and easier to card block doesn't inherently mean bad. I like to see card blocks set up ahead of time, set up with skill, etc. And when it is easier, it doesn't always lend itself to as interesting of an experience, especially when you're playing as a high level player against other players who maybe aren't so skilled. Yeah, yellow's master. I could tell he had a decent idea of good neighbor for a lot of that, which is definitely higher level players are more likely to at least initially play good neighbor until they have to play bad neighbor. Orange, way too many troops off cap, bro. You'll rank up higher. I could tell orange had at least some decent semblance of skill. You got to play out. You got to keep more troops on capital, especially when you're not aware of how quickly the trades are ramping up. 47 troops off cap. I mean, that was more than his trade in from that turn. That's crazy to me. But let's take a look at the map. I kind of already discussed how I feel about it in terms of the way it is laid out. We'll look at the image here real quick. I mentioned again, any of these middle territories, all of them can be blizzard points. Even this one here with the bonus split on both sides. So that definitely impacts how this one plays out. If you get this one as a blizzard here, or this one, or Madagascar even, or this territory, any of those four, and you take off an entire cross line from left to right, which is not particularly fun. this one too falls in that category. So I think that that's not my favorite aspect of this map. Brings it down a little bit only because I like lots of options for pathing, even with blizzards. Interesting holds, certainly. But I think the bonuses are so balanced that brings the map up, in my opinion. We'll take a look. Apologies for all the ads. My ad blocker doesn't work on this site for some reason. And I know you can see it's turned off, but it doesn't, even when I have it on, it doesn't work. I like this map. I think it's also in B tier with orbital objectives. There's certainly parts of it that could be a little bit better, but nothing too bad. I don't think I like it as much as Red Sands, but I think I like it more than Reverse World and Skull and Crossbones. So doing its due diligence here on the Universal Domination map pack list. We'll be looking at SMG Spaceport Enterprise next week. Until then, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I have been C-Money. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Be back with more Risk tomorrow. As always, everybody, I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.